Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, one more time for video number 3. Video number 3 on your triple threat Sunday, late Sunday night, February the 9th, 2025, or for all my great people on the replay crew, it is now February the 10th, 2025. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. So subscribe to this channel and my other channels as well. All the links are down below in hell, otherwise known as the description box below. So you can do that. You can leave a comment on this video or any one of my past videos and my future videos as well. But don't leave stupid comments. You're gonna get blocked. You don't like it? Too fucking bad, bitch. And that's that. You don't like it? Too bad. Get out of here. Go on your dead channel that nobody gives a shit about. But I digress. So that's that. Alright, so leave a comment if you wish. You don't have to, but if you want to, do it. But be respectful. If not, get off my channel. But you won't because you love me so much. And I don't love you either. But it is what it is. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. Because you do, you missed it. And you're pretty much SOL. And you better know what that means by now. If you don't know what SOL means, you need to lay off the weed and read a book. And find out what it means. Dumb fuck. But I digress. And if you're brand new here for the very first time, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax. Grab yourself a cold one. Enjoy the show. Like it? Great. You know, try to do better. But you won't. I digress. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this, like I said, late Sunday night / Monday, whatever you may be watching this, what time, wherever you're watching this, February the 9th or 10th, 2025, right here on the Killer Demons channel. Thank you for watching, and I'm Peter Joseph, but you knew that already. I am a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, sports, music, movies, and whatever else I feel like. And if you like it, great. You don't, like I said, go fuck yourself. That's that. Alright, we got done with the Super Bowl. Football is finally over, and pretty much later this week, this coming week, this week, because we're on Monday right now. Later this week, Pitchers and Catchers Spring Training begins. Can't wait for that. And Spring Training games begin in 17 days, 2 weeks from Thursday. So that's going to be great. That's going to be looking good. Yankees, who cares? But we got that. But yeah, football is over. Super Bowl 59 is in the books, and what a beatdown the Eagles gave the Chiefs tonight. Oh, well, last, hours ago. 40-22 beatdown of the former two-time Super Bowl champion, the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes looked like a fucking rookie. The Eagles defense, I told you in my predictions video, on my first video, if you go to my Shadow Slayer channel, on episode 60 of the Shadow Slayer 2.0 series, with my predictions for the Super Bowl, I said that if the Eagles defense, excuse me, rattles Patrick Mahomes, the Eagles are gonna fly high, and that's what happened, so got Tommaso Ciampa myself on that one, or Barry Horowitz. Pat myself on the back because I was right. And I'm always right most of the time. But it is what it is. But Eagles defense just ran amok on Mahomes. The offense never really got going. I mean, pretty much it was, they did get a couple touchdowns and a 2-point conversion, but still, Kelsey did barely anything. Offense was like, they were taking stupid penalties. The defense looked like shit. It felt like the Niners, and they were last year when they were 10-point lead. again, second half, they just fell asleep. They took the pedal off the metal when they could have just shut the door on the Chiefs and put them away. But you have a 10-point lead on Patrick Mahomes. It ain't happen. You gotta put the pedal to the metal and shut them up. But the Niners didn't do that. That's why they lost in overtime. But this is the blueprint of how to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl or in the AFC title game. So I know Robert Saley is taking notes. Pretty much everybody's been taking notes as well. So, but I can see KC trying to getting back to Super Bowl next year. Hopefully not, but we'll see. But yeah, they got destroyed. Nick Fangio, the so-called guru, has some ties to San Fran. He put up a masterpiece of a defensive scheme against Mahomes and company, and Andy Reid, lost the chess match. Big time. So congrats to the Eagles' their second Super Bowl in about 8 years or something like that. Been a while for them, because KC beat the Chiefs in Super Bowl 50 and 56. And then they won 57, excuse me. And then they won 58, go for 59, and lost. And now we are on the road right now. Congrats to the Chiefs. I'm not screaming. Whoa, what am I talking about? It's late, I'm sorry. Congrats to the Eagles. Thank you for beating the Chiefs. As a Niner fan, I'll give the Eagles some credit. You did what we couldn't do those 2 times they faced the Chiefs and the refs. The refs didn't fuck up. The first fucking drive they did with that horrible offensive pass interference call. That was horrible. I'm like, what? The guy never touched the guy on the Eagles. The guy in the guy in the Eagles never touched the guy in the Chiefs. Deja vu. Remember when Kittle caught the ball? They said, nope, bring it back. Offensive pass interference, and Kittle barely did anything. Maybe the push off, but he barely touched him. Same fucking shit on that first fucking drive. But it was that was one. I was like, all right, here we go. And then from there, the game was pretty much, there was no really dumb calls. There was maybe 1 or 2 after that, but not much. The refs were actually pretty tame. So Mahomes trying to buy him off again, and the referee's like, no, not this time. This is a Super Bowl. We're gonna let you play for a little bit. We'll call what we have to call, which you should have done last year. Dumb fucking refs. But that's that. So football is over, and now we head on to the NFL draft, and then training camp in July. Preseason in August, and then we begin the first week of September. I believe September the 5th. I could be wrong on the date, but I think it's September the 5th. And guess who plays the first game of the year? The Eagles on Thursday Night Football against... Don't know yet. I'd love for it to be the Giants. I would love that. So Saquon Barkley, oh boy, Giant fans, you're really getting kicked in the dick tonight. Ha ha! Should have never got rid of the guy! Oh, man. It would be fun. Thursday night, September the 5th, first game of the year in Philly. Saquon Barkley gets his ring. They raise the banner and everything. In Philly, right against the Giants. The Giants are looking like, oh, shit. John Mara and company, those idiots are like, oh, we should have gave him the money. My good buddy Vic DiVitano is probably like, oh, should have never got rid of Saquon. Imagine that the Giants and the Eagles in the first game of the season, you know Vic DiBiase was going to go haywire when they get destroyed game one. New coach. I believe they have a new coach. If not, well, yeah, I think the board got fired, so probably new coach should really get rid of the Mara family. It's just been horrible the last few years. Sell the team, rebuild. I know this is going to be a rebuilding year because they have no quarterback at all. Even if they draft one, it's going to suck. So, maybe get Kirk Cousins, maybe try to... I doubt you can maybe try to go for Sam Darnold. No! Like, he wouldn't... I don't even think Sam Darnold even wants to come back to New York. You know... You want to come back to New York, Sam? No! I see ghosts! Well, I would say come back to San Fran and be the backup to Brock Purdy, who's gonna get his bag, he's gonna get his money. They're starting negotiations, and it could be a deal pretty damn soon. That would be nice for an extension, because he has 1 year left, and September would be he starts his last year on a rookie contract. But if they gave him like 4 years, 150 or up to 200 million, oh, I think the Niners want to lock in their franchise quarterback, and that's Brock Purdy. We'll see what happens with that. Debo wants to get out of San Fran. As much as I don't want him to, and I think he's trolling, but hey, if you want to leave, Jed York, Kyle, John Lynch, call Cleveland right now. Get Myles Garrett. Trade Debo and a couple picks for Garrett. We'll be okay in the wide receiver core. Or, they're thinking about getting, what's his name? Ty Higgins, or I think his name is Ty Higgins from the Bungles. They've been talking about that for the last couple weeks. And now, if Debo wants to leave, let him leave. You can bring in Ty Higgins and that wide receiver core. You really don't lose there. When you got Purcell, you got Jennings, who's, it's going to be his last year, so he's going to need some bag too. You got Aya coming back from a horrible leg injury. And, I really think the McCaffrey injury and then Ayuk pretty much killed the Niners, even though they lost almost every freaking division game, which they should have won them all. Horrible, but, it is what it is. We live and learn, but Saley's back. Hopefully Drake Greenlaw comes back. If they have to get rid of Debo, bring in Higgins. Or if Debo stays, then bring in Myles Garrett and some type of trade draft picks for him. And that would be a monster defense with Bosa and Garrett around the same side. Oy. Robert Saleh would have a field day with them. Holy crap. But we'll see what happens with that between now and the NFL draft, and as we go into July with the start of training camp. But we got that. And the Super Bowl 60 is in Santa Clara at Levi Stadium, February the 8th, 2026. And hopefully we don't get a dumb fuck mumble rapper like Kendrick to do the Super Bowl halftime show next year. Because that halftime show, I didn't see it, thank the Lord. I was at a Super Bowl party. I went out as soon as the second half, as the first half ended. I'm like, I'm going out. I'll be right back. I'm like, I'll be back in about 15 minutes. I didn't watch this shit. Rosa didn't even watch it. She didn't give two fucks. But I come back. It's like, how was it? It sucked. Good. It sucked. I mean, you go on X, you go on social media. I mean, certain people loved it. The people that love Kendrick, the marks that they are. But everybody else, you look up and down Twitter and Facebook and a little bit of Instagram, I'd say 75% hated it. 75% of America hated it. I don't know about the world, but I would say 75% of America that was watching it hated it. Because nobody knew what was going on. What is this? Told you they need rock acts there. They don't need mumble rappers and, that can't fucking rap. Or, what? I am petitioning for Metallica to be at the Super Bowl next year. Why? Because they're from San Fran. Why not? Or Green Day. That would be great, too. Another rock band. Put Green Day and put Metallica. I don't know what else you can get in the rock realm. Maybe Creed or Nickelback. Maybe Pearl Jam. Be nice, too. Why not? Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam. They're not going to get like a death metal band, or a hard metal band like In This Moment or something like that, but it'd be nice. But, we need to change from the rap pop era. Unless next year you get Bad Bunny, that'd be great too. But I have a feeling they're going to get Taylor Swift. I have a feeling. And it's going to be boring. Gonna be boring as fuck. I wouldn't care if we get Selena Gomez, we get Demi Lovato, or Sabrina Carpenter. I'm pretty fine with that, but still. Hey, if we get Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B at the Super Bowl, I'm set, man. I would watch that, because I like Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj, but you gotta tame. Those three, you have to tame it down. No cursing, they can't sing WAP. They definitely can't sing WAP because it's national. They have to sing. They maybe can sing bongos, but that's another song. I don't know if you can. You have to tame too. Same thing with Nicki Minaj. You can't sing. I don't think that she will be able to sing Anaconda because there's curse words in it. So, and who knows how Nicki Minaj is gonna dress? The same thing with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. That's why Nicki Minaj sang Anaconda at the MTV Music Awards, but it was tame. But, we'll see what happens next year. I don't even know who sang the national anthem. I'm like, who is this? Some chick, and then some guy on the piano. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? Who the fuck are these guys? I'm like, okay, get these guys off. Let's play the game. And after that, they had a guy from the Saints do something for the people of New Orleans, which I thought was nice. Because that tragedy was bad. I think there was an incident in Philly too, so they paid tribute to those people that passed away. That was nice. I like that. Last Super Bowl, The Rock took up so much time talking up a storm. Like, shut up, Rock! Dwayne! Let's get to the game, let's go, come on. Let's get to the game, I don't want to hear you do a promo. The Rock just went to the bathroom. I don't care if you went to the bathroom. And woo! I don't want to know what you were cooking in the bathroom, alright? Stop it. The coin toss should be the final thing. No, don't have some celebrity on the field talking about random shit, or talking about some shit. Get to the fucking game like we used to do. Flip the coin, whoever gets the ball, gets the ball. Let's get to the game. We don't need to hear 10 more minutes of bullshit. Then we get to the game. What? Oh, the game's gonna start at 6:45 now. We're supposed to start at 6:30. Well, with the national anthem, yeah, then you go to 6:45 at least. But then, if you have the guy talk for 10 minutes, I'm like, come on, this game's gonna start yet? We've been waiting here since 4 o'clock. We've been outside since 4. We got in You know, we sat down, we got a couple beers to, you know, kick in. You know, we're ready. We're 2 beers in. Let's go. Come on, get the game started. Let's go. I'm gonna have people fucking talking right after the fucking coin toss. Get to the fucking game, you fucking morons. And hire better fucking musicians to get through the fucking halftime show. Not fucking mumble rappers that won 3 Grammys. Fuck that shit. Next year has to have a rock act, and it better be Metallica. If it's not Metallica, if it was Green Day, I'll be fine. AC/DC would be the ultimate too. I'd love that. I would love that. I mean, him and Brian Johnson and seeing Angus, you know, and all that good shit. Fire! Fire! What the hell's about to rock? You got to roll your boat! You know, stuff like that. I mean, AC/DC supposedly has an album coming out. Why not? Not next year. It's supposed to be this year. But more promotion for the album, you know. Good stuff. But Metallica's from San Fran, so they have done the national anthem at the Giants game. At Giants games sometimes. But it would be, you know, it would be really nice to have Metallica there. Play a medley of their hits for 15 minutes. It'd be great. Play Enter Sandman. Obviously, they'll be last. Master of Puppets. I don't know what they can add. Anything, pretty much. It'd be nice to play Ride the Lightning. Ugh. That'd be nice, but like I said, Metallica does do the Super Bowl. I don't know what Lars and James would be doing. Like, oh, you know, James, what are we gonna play? We're gonna play Bingo! Yeah! You know, Bingo? Bingo was his name, oh yeah! Okay, James, we're gonna play those songs. We're gonna make all the fans, we're gonna play so hard tonight, they're gonna be tripping out their nose. Oh, good old Metallica, you gotta love them. But that would be great. We need some rock acts. Been too long, 11 years and counting since we had a rock act at the Super Bowl, which was Red Hot Chili Peppers. And Bruno Mars, but Bruno Mars is not really rock, but he did good. But we got that. But yeah, Super Bowl is thankfully done. Halftime show was garbage, and the Chiefs played like garbage. And that's that. Alright, enough about the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. It's late. Let's get into the video. As the title below says, after 23 minutes of spiel, it is time for your late and out-of-date AEW Collision Review from Saturday night, February the 8th, 2025, and we are emanating from Fort Bend County the Fort Bend County Epicenter in Houston, Texas. Scare them Cowboys, ain't it? Alright, this was an amazing show. 2 weeks in a row. Collision has been great. Dynamite was great this week. Not last week, but this week was great. So AEW had a very productive week. Now, can we get more consistency? Can next week be good, too? Because it's taped on Wednesday, so I know the ratings won't matter, really. And then we got a tape delay edition of Grand Slam, Australia, which is going to be at 10:30, so those ratings won't be great. But hopefully the wrestling will be great, too. And I think it will, as we'll be on the road to Revolution March the 9th in Los Angeles, California. Bucks country. I would love for the Bucks to come back that night, but who knows? But we got that. Alright, our commentary team, as always, on Saturday nights. The man from England, the great man that he is, because, you know, everybody else sucks. I digress. So we have Nigel McGuinness, me love, and my good buddy Tony Baloney Schiavone, or Skiavone for you Jericho-holics. Alright, so like I said, epic show. We start off with the cold open. Mark Briscoe knows Kyle Fletcher's type, can't hold his own business. He's like, bring the whole Don Callis family, I will knock them all down like they're bowling pins. And then Kyle Fletcher says, I'm on a mission, and while the family are here, I'm going to do this all on my own. So it's going to be a good fight, pretty much a rematch from the Continental Breakfast of Champions tournament, where Mark won, surprisingly won. So we'll see what happens with that in the rematch. Alright, so we get that, then we get Elton John singing Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting. So we get that. Alright, then we go to Tony Baloney, Schiavone, and Nigel McGuinness running down the card. And then, out of nowhere, a security guard gets thrown. We're like, where did he come from? And then everyone's like, whoa, what the? And then we see Marina Shafir just like looking into the camera. You don't know me! You don't know me! I'm like, shut up, alright. But she was like, giving us the death stare, and speaking of death, the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley comes over the barricade to join her. Gets in the ring. He's like, "Give me the fucking mic." Gets the mic. He gets the mic, and then starts pacing around the ring, and he is pissed. I mean, pissed. Like he wants to fight everybody in the arena, anybody in the back. He is mad, and I don't blame him for what happened last week with Edge. Hey kids, it's Edge. So anyway, Moxley says, the show will start when I say it starts, because I'm the champ, bitch. And he's like, I'm getting sick and tired of the rated R superstar Edge. And he's like, Edge, if you want, or Adam, if you want a shot at my title, you think you can throw your weight around? Well, you don't have any power here, and, I have 1,000 reasons why I'm not going to give you a title shot, but I'll just stick with this one. I don't like you, Edge, because I can't cope with you. Anyway, so he's like, you don't know a single thing about this place being, you don't know nothing about being the AEW champion. So you can take your challenge and shove it straight up your candy ass. But if you want to fight, we can do it anywhere, anytime. Even, how about next week in Australia on Collision, even though it's Grand Slam Collision. But anyway, so then the match is made official. So we got, it's going to be Moxley and I think Claudio. God forbid it's William fucking Yuta, that idiot. So it's going to be Moxley and Claudio taking on Adam Copeland and the Switchblade, Jay White, in a Brisbane street fight. And Mox says, maybe I'll break your neck again. He did it the first time? I don't remember that. But anyway, he says, I'll break your neck again, and this time you will not be getting up from it. If you watch my short, you know. But I digress. But Moxley was, he threw down the mic, left the ring, and went his merry way. Simple, straight to the fucking point. When you have an angry champion, that's what happens. You go in a ring, you cut a backstage promo, and you're mad. It's like, I don't give a fuck about you! You don't get no title shot. You could go fuck yourself. And then you get the title shot anyway. I still don't like you. You can get your title shot. You can kiss Tony Khan's tuchus, But that's fine by me. But you're stepping into a war zone and you're not gonna make it out alive. That's what I would say. It's like, fuck you, Edge. Oh yeah, by the way, and it's like, then I'll throw in a snide remark. It's like, I'm gonna beat you so bad that Beth fucking Phoenix won't even recognize you. You'll be eating food through a straw. and be so bedridden that Beth fucking Phoenix will leave your ass. That's what I would say, but, I'm just a schmuck sitting on a freaking chair in New York, so, my better days are in the past. My XWF days when I was just a monster promo guy, but I digress. Moving on. Alright, so I gave that segment 3.25 out of 5 stars, so we're off and running on a wild start to Collision. Alright, then we have new music. I didn't even notice it, but we have new music for the Undisputed Kingdom for Ray and Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts. At least it's new music for them. But then we hear the epic music of it. It's all about the boom! Adam Cole, baby! So he comes out. So we have a triple threat match. Triple threat six-man tag team match. So we have the Undisputed Kingdom, Adam Cole, Kyle, and Roddy taking on the TNT champion, the Dancing Fool, Daniel Garcia, and 2.0, Angelo Parker, and Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. You want to know what makes his nipples hard? You can ask him on his podcast, or if you see him in person, ask him. And they take on Shane Taylor Promotions of the big man, Shane Taylor, and the infantry of Carly Bravo, and the captain, Sean Dean. And that's it. Alright, good match. Starts off with, where's my notes? I went in my notes. So it starts off with Roddy and Shane Taylor to start. Former World TV champions in their own right. Roddy can't get a side headlock on circa 1905 because it's so old and, Shane Taylor's head is so fat. No, he's a good guy. I'm kidding. He's a big man. How are you going to get a side headlock on a big man? But anyway, Shane just get off of me, you idiot. Then Roddy comes back with an enziguri, tags in Kyle O'Reilly. And then they double team Shane Taylor, but he comes right back with a clothesline to both guys, knocking them down. And then the infantry, Sean Dean and Carly Bravo, quick tags in and out, double teaming in the corner on Kyle O'Reilly. And then Carly Bravo covers for a 1 count, and then Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard, comes in place of Kyle O'Reilly, and then they start bickering. Him and Carly Bravo start arguing, they shove each other, and then Carly Bravo shoves them into each other. Oops. Angelo Parker comes in, gets a drop toe hold from Matt Maynard. Oops. Elbow drop from Parker. And then Adam Cole, baby, comes in, clean house a little bit. And then Daddy Magic puts on a headset for some early mid-match commentary. I thought that was weird, but funny at the same time. Alright, so we go to break, come back. Danny Garcia comes in, throws the 10 punches of doom to both members of the infantry. Shane Taylor comes in, he dukes it out with the TNT champ. And then Sean Dean with a Gilmore cuts a bang over the apron on Garcia. Carly Bravo follows up with a axe handle smash. And then Shane Taylor follows suit with a leg drop on the apron. Ow. So they beat the fuck out of Garcia. And then all 6 men in the ring until Garcia and Carly Bravo make their way back into the ring. And they're still working on Garcia. Garcia tries to fight back, hits a big back suplex on Shane Taylor, creates some space, he reaches for the tag, but the infantry pull Matt Maynard and Angelo Parker off the apron. Continue to work on him, Garcia with a jawbreaker, and one for Sean Dean, and then Garcia makes the hot tag to Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts, and then Roddy comes in with a leg whip, and then Adam Cole with a super kick, and the Undisputed Kingdom dump Shane Taylor to the outside, the big man, And then we get a pump kick from Carly Bravo, a DVD neck breaker or collateral damage from Adam Cole, and then a drop buster or chasing the dragon almost from Kyle and Roddy. Oh, Bobby Fish ain't gonna like that. And then Adam Cole hits another collateral damage on, I think it was Sean Dean. Go for the cover. It gets broken up by Matt Maynard. And he's Parker with a gory bomb. Ouch. Shotgun dropkick for Danny. Super kick to Shane Taylor. And then Adam Cole goes, Bob Cole, baby! The fans love it. And your kids will love it too. I guess you guys are not ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna love it. If you don't know that reference, oh boy. You need to watch some tapes. But I digress. Alright, then all three teams face off. They get into a big slugfest. Fans love that. Double DDT to Adam Cole, baby. Ow. They try again on Roddy, but Kyle helps out. Then a backbreaker by the Messiah, the backbreaker, Roddy, on Matt Maynard. And then Danny Garcia avoids the sweep the leg down your son from Kyle. Hits a back suplex, and then the infantry with a double stomp, a wicked double stomp on Danny Garcia. Then they get tossed to the outside by Angelo Parker, who, and we don't know who the fuck the legal man is. And then Shane Taylor hits what looked like a package power driver. I thought it was, what's that, not Greetings from Asbury Park, the Marcus Garvey driver. It kind of looked like it. But anyway, so he hits it up Parker, and then the Undisputed Kingdom with a 3-on-1 attack on the big man. A diving knee from Kyle. And then they hit the high-low, or shoot the leg down your son. They hit it on the outside. Adam Cole goes for Panama City Sunrise. I think on Carly Bravo. He goes for it, it missed, but he hits a super kick. Then he goes the boom, hits the boom kick from behind. 1, 2, 3. The Undisputed Kingdom get the win. You gotta love it. Finally, Adam Cole gets a win. Been a while, so we got that. 13-minute match. It was pretty decent. 3.25 out of 5 stars. But after the match, there's still the Trios champions, the Death Riders, come out. The bastard Pac, the guy that has no friends, William Yuta, and Claudio. They jump the Undisputed Kingdom. They attack Angelo Parker on the ramp. Daddy Magic as well. They're basically beating up almost everybody except that's not named from STP. Claudio gets the mic, congratulates the Undisputed Kingdom, but also reminds everyone who the best Trios champions are. And then they pick up Adam Cole. Well, and then Pac and William Yuta hold Adam Cole. I crucify him almost. And I'm like, oh, don't do it. Don't do it, Swiss. Not the chance. No. But then Roddy comes in with a jumping knee out of nowhere. And then Kyle applies the ankle lock to William Yuta, who has no ankle as it is. And then Claudio pulls him to safety. And then, then the Trios champs, go into the crowd. But then Adam Cole grabs the mic, says, I'm sick and tired of you three thinking that you can do whatever the fuck you want. And then he brings up the whole thing that it's 2025. We want to be the best Trios team this year. And I made a promise that we're going to get some gold around our sexy waists. So, how about next week on Dynamite, the Undisputed Kingdom versus the Death Riders for the AEW Trios titles. And Adam Cole's like, I promise on everything I believe in that we will whip your ass, win those titles, and that, my friends, is undisputed. Well, that should be a good match this Wednesday night on the program. I hope we get new Trios champs, because basically, the Death Riders they never defended it. They haven't defended it in a long time. So I'm hoping we get a title change, and maybe, just maybe, we'll start trios matches with the Undisputed Kingdom going against random trios teams, I guess. They really should get rid of those trios titles. They're barely defended. Same thing for the 6-man Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. I don't even know who they are. And you call yourself a fan. They're barely on TV, so how are you supposed to know who the champ is? I don't even know. Anyway, you know what? I will look. Because, I'm so invested. Get my trusty phone, my other phone. Let me look up ROH Trios Champs and see who it is. Because I know it's not. Oh, I forgot. Dustin is a double champ. So the 6-man Ring of Honor 6-man Tag Team Champions are Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erich brothers. And that's Marshall and Ross Von Erich. We haven't seen them in a while. What happened? Dustin's doing his own thing now. He's in a feud with MJF. We're going to see that match on Wednesday. And don't forget, Dustin is one half of the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions with the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. Who don't defend, the last time they defended the belts was that final battle against the Righteous in that freaking bunkhouse match, Texas Death Match, whatever it was. Now the Righteous have Elias, and then we're all going to have to walk with Elias in Ring of Honor, because now it's the Righteous Ones. So maybe they can go after the 6-man tag team belts and win them, and don't defend it. Then again, you can have the Undisputed Kingdom, Cole, O'Reilly, and Roddy going after those belts. We need the trios titles, to start getting defended a little bit there, Tony Khan, man. But hopefully this might be the start of the resurgence of the trios division. But then again, I doubt it. Alright, so we got trios title match with the Undisputed Kingdom against the Death Riders. I hope we get a title change. It would be nice. Cole gets his second title, even though the first one was partly the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts when him and MJF won, and then he got hurt when he obliterated his ankle. He was out for almost a few months, almost a year, and MJF had to basically defend it by himself or with Samoa Joe at the time. I mean, how that ended. I think it ended with Matt Taven. I'm Matt Taven and Mike Bennett winning them. I think it was them. I forget. But anyway, we'll see what happens with that. But I hope Adam Cole gets another title around his sexy waist, and along with Gotti and Kyle. And then we'll see what happens from there. All right, we move on. All right, then we get a video package for FTR, Fuck the Revival, Dax the Axe Hardwood, and the guy that has a Glock. And that's Cash Wheeler. All right, so we see the video package, and FTR. The 3 letters represent the best tag team in the world, or the best in tag team wrestling. We've been champions everywhere we went. For far too long, our greatness has been forgotten, but that ends right now. We need to hold the AEW tag team belts for a 3rd time. So this message forever is holding those belts, which right now is Bobby Lashley and Guilty Baby Shelton Benjamin. So we'll see what happens with that. Then they go, "Top guys!" Out! And that's that. Moving on. Alright, so I gave the video package 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Alicia Atout. That's Max Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker's chick. I don't know what she sees in the Michael cock, but, you know, if it pleases her, good for her. Anyway, speaking of Max, we have a different Max. Max Caster's with Alicia Atout, and he's not sure why the Hangman, Adam Page, who does some cowboy shit, so angry with him. You know why? Because you suck. So Max Caster says, I'm not a hangman, but a hang person. What? And if the hang person wants a piece of him, oh, of course, so he mocked Hangman being a hang person, so not a hang man. Could have said hang girl, a bit easier, but yeah. He says, if the hang person wants a piece of him, we'll have to get in line behind everyone queuing up for my open challenge. And basically, he's gonna keep this going, and we're gonna see another open challenge on Dynamite. This whole thing with Max Caster is just garbage. It's just garbage. They're gonna, you know, it was kind of stupid to get, you know, to break up the Acclaimed. You know, I would think Anthony Bones is better off in Ring of Honor, going a singles run, win the TV title or the pure title. But as far as Max Caster goes, you can't really change his gimmick because, you know, his gimmick has always been, you know, a guy comes out and freestyle raps. How would you change his gimmick? So I guess he'll be the resident jobber for Dynamite. I don't know. But we get that. Alright, so I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Alright, back to the action we go. We got the in-ring return of Bandito, who came out looking like Zorro. Takes on another guy that's a bounty hunter, and that's Brian Keith. Now, remember when on Dynamite Jericho says, put out a $100,000 bounty on Bandito's head, and he says, Brian Keith, if you win, I'll double that to $200,000. Well, this was a pretty damn good match. Starts off with Bandito. He still has his hat on. And then Brian Keith still with his poncho on. They start coming to blows. Brian Keith with a big kick takes Bandito down. Bandito then throws Brian Keith's poncho right back at him. You bad poncho. And then we get a springboard back elbow is avoided. Then Bandito does the gun fingers in his face. Something like that. And the drop kick connects, and Brian Keith is staggered. Then the Magistral Cradle for a near fall. And then both men chop the crap out of each other. Brian Keith then sends Bandito into the corner. And then a gaming Geary, whatever that is, by Bandito. Then he dives into a right hand for the bad apple, Brian Keith, who then stalks Bandito on the outside, hits a running boot to face, throws him in the ring, and Brian Keith hits a bulldog. Then he throws Bandito through the middle rope back outside. Ow. But Bandito makes it back in the ring before the 10 count at 999999995. And then he's met with a flapjack for a near fall. So Brian Keith is in full control. Goes for an exploder, but Bandito rolls through into a pin attempt for a near fall. Then Bandito goes up top, nails a tornillo, followed by a one-arm gorilla press slam. Inventive. Loved it for a near fall. And then Bandito backs up. He charges at Brian Keith, but Brian Keith cuts that off with a misdirection lariat. And then Bandito goes into the middle turnbuckle and is met with a rising headbutt. Ow. And then Brian Keith goes up top, goes up with Bandito on the top rope, and he hits a wicked exploder off the top. Fans love that. And then both men slowly get back to their feet, and they start beating up each other. And then a leaping insecurity from Brian Keith. Both men, and then back to back. They're like, they had their back to back. They go, they nod their heads, and then we get the old school westerns. 10 paces, turn and shoot. Then they run at each other. They both hit They both hit themselves and knock themselves out almost with the Claymore kicks. The fans are going nuts. I loved it. I was marking out for it. And then, get back up. Brian Keith looks for a pedigree. Oh, Hunter would love that. Bandito avoided it. He hits a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And then a go to sleep. Punk ain't gonna like that. And then Bandito picks up Brian Keith, pulls the trigger, bang, hits the 21 plex. 1, 2, 3. Bandito gets his wins his return. Well, return because he came back and Final Battle, but then he hurt his leg. How do you hurt your leg on your return? I mean, that's just unheard of. Alright, so Bandito gets back to his winning ways in about 10 minutes. Great match, 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Alright, then we get a video from Powerhouse Lexi Nails with Powerhouse Will Hobbs backstage. He still has big Cass on his mind, and he's going to be in Texas all week long, meaning he's going to be at Dynamite in Austin. And then I don't know what's happening for Grand Slam. And then he says, let's see if the big Redwood is a big bad baby. Alright, so we get that. Moving on. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to your bathroom break match of the night. We got La Facción de Ingobernables, and that is led by Bruce Cadístico and the Beast Mortas. They take on 3 jobbers, Jay and Aries Alexander. I don't know if they're related or they're brothers. They're brothers. They're singing and we're singing and we're winning and we're colored. Give me a high five. We're laughing and we're singing and we're colored. Gotta love the Wayne show. Good show. Moving on. Alright, so they take on Jay Alexander, Aries Alexander, and the big man that looked like Bronson Reed. I was like, holy shit, Bronson Reed's in the AEW? I thought he got injured. But no, it looked like him. But his name is Brick Savage. No relation to Randy. Right, Randy? Ooh, yeah, I don't know him. Did it. Okay, calm down, Randy. Liz, can you... Okay, Missy Joseph. Stop talking to her! Randy, I just said hello. I was being respectful. Calm down, please. Liz, can you get him a coffee? Or Snickers? He gets mad when he doesn't have a Snickers. Randy, you're not yourself, Eat a Snickers. But I want to slap into a Slim Jim! Okay, Liz, can you get a Slim Jim? Thank you. Step into a Slim Jim! Ooh, yeah! Did it! Okay. Moving on. Oh, I did not see the full commercial where this guy was cosplaying as Macho Man Randy Savage. I did see the trailer, though, and I think it was in very bad taste. That's just me. It wasn't even funny. Speaking of funny commercials, I loved the Dunkin' Donuts commercial. That was fun with Ben Affleck. That was fun. They had one with Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady. It was like a Duracell commercial, and it was a commercial for Duracell batteries. And freaking Brady is like a robot. And then some guy comes in. He opens up his wrist like he's reading a play. He looks in. Oh, you got ugly, boring batteries. So he takes out the batteries, puts in Duracell batteries, and then he's like comes back to life. and then the I think it was the doctor or the scientist or whoever that guy was says, "Oh, I gotta go to Gronk. He's in trouble again or some shit." That was funny. I like that. Then we had like a Men in Black type commercial with it was with Pete Davidson and Gordon Ramsay, you know, the guy from Hell's Kitchen. It's like, "You're not an alien!" Something like that. There was a couple of funny commercials. It was good. It was good. Then we had the trailers for the Thunderbolts, a Marvel series. You know, continuing I think Phase 3 or Phase, I don't know what phase we're in. Phase 3, Phase 4, Phase 69, I don't know. But Thunderbolts is coming out. I think the final Mission Impossible is coming out. Mission Impossible 10.2 or whatever number it's up to. So that's coming out. Other than that, I don't. There was a commercial with Matt Damon. Talking to some other. I don't even know who he's talking to. Some other guy. He's like, "Oh, we should have hired Affleck." Those are good. That was like, I think, the top 3 commercials of the whole Super Bowl. And then with the trailers for Thunderbolts and Mission Impossible, they're coming out in May. You know, good stuff. Good stuff. But like I said, the halftime show, horrible. I don't know if it's still sponsored by Pepsi, but if I'm Pepsi, don't get anybody like that ever again. But we move on. Alright, so we get to this horrible 6-man tag team match. LFI gets the win after Roosh backs up, hits the Bull's horns, 1, 2, 3, to get the win in almost 90 seconds. And then they continue the assault after the bell. And then the Ring of Honor TV champion, Commander, with the hype man, Alex Abrahantes, comes out for the save. We get a diving Poison Rana. That was nice to Mortis. Kind of threw him through a loop. And then a head scissors to Bruce. Alright, goes for a dive, but Jalisco sweep the leg down your son. Pulls him to the outside. And then basically beats him up. Brings him back, throws him back in. And they have a 3-on-1 beatdown on Commander. They try to rip the mask off. Then the lights go out. Sabu! No, not Sabu. Sabu doesn't come out. But then we see a video for Hologram. And this was a epic fucking return. Epic. Like, we see him on the streets. Like, different look for almost like Jalisco. We see a different look for Hologram. And then he kind of like opens a portal, thinking he's like freaking Doctor Strange. Remember when he had, he uses his time gem or whatever he uses his magic powers to open up a portal. So he opens up the portal, steps through, and then we get like a Jericho like. Remember when Jericho came back the second time where we had to break the code? So we kind of get that, which then unscrambles to upgrade complete. So, Hologram version 2 comes out. A new look. He's not in that garb he was in before. He's in new gear, which is like, I think it's white and blue. So, it looks like Commander's gear, basically. So, he runs to the ring, elevates over Mortis, the Beast Mortis, drop kicks whoosh, to the outside, and then a big time, huge tilt-a-whirl head scissors to Mortis. And then, I think he hits the Trevor Lee merry-go-round, the mid-air flippy-dippity-doo Trevor Lee cross-body, I think, on Jalisco. And then he picks up Commander, and then they're like, "You ready to go? You ready to go?" And then they run off the ropes, hit stereo flippy dippity doos onto Mortis and Jalisco. The fans are going nuts. And then whoosh grabs a chair, but then Mark Posey Stephon Smith and Paul Turner come in, try to stop him, and try to break it up. And then Rush takes Mark Posey and fucks him up with a headbutt. Oh, that's going to cost you money. And a suspension. And that was pretty much it. They try to hold Rush back, and Rush like, don't touch me, Beto! Beats his ass. You mess with the bull, Esse! You get the horns! That's what Mark Posey got. Shit. Alright, so it seems like Hologram and Commander have formed a team. They used to team together back before Hologram kind of went away for a little bit. And now he's upgraded to 2.0. And we'll see what happens with him and Commander and against, I guess, 2 members of LFI, which would probably be Rouge and Carlistico, but then it could be anybody. But we'll see what happens with that. But good return. I loved it, the way they presented the upgraded version of Hologram. I loved it. That was great. Match itself stumped, but this was the segment right here. 3 out of 5 stars for Hologram's return. Loved it. Moving on. Alright, then once again, Lexi Nair tries to get a word with the newbie to AEW. Well, not so much a newbie, but she's back. And that is the goddess, Megan Bayne. She's walking down the hall, and Lexi's like, hey, you came back to AEW. What are your plans? Megan doesn't say anything. By the way, Megan Bayne is going out with Joey Janela? Really now? So, Joey Janela used to go out with Penelope Ford. And then Penelope's like, well, fuck you. Started going out with MJF in their CZW days. And then pretty much found Kip Sabian. Now is married to Kip Sabian. I think they had a baby. I think they had one. I know that there was something where I think she had a miscarriage, which was sad. And I think they tried again, and this time to get their miracle baby, something like that. But anyway, well, I do know Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian are married. So, Joey Janela, you don't fucked up. But then again, in some ways, he upgraded to Megan Bayne. And yes, Megan Bayne was there when Joey Janela got beat up at some meet and greet for, I think, GCW meet and greet. He didn't get beat up, but I think what's this guy's name? Brian Bostic, I think his name is, attacked Joey Janela because they had legit beef. And basically, he started beating up with Janela. Janela comes, eventually, they break him apart. Blah, blah, blah. And then Joey Janela goes on his Twitter machine and says, oh, I never got punched. Bullshit. You were getting your butt kicked until, everybody and their mother were coming to save you. And then they were beating up Brian Bostic. And then you see Megan Bayne next to him. Basically can't do anything. What's she gonna do? I mean, you're a female wrestler. You're this guy's girlfriend. You don't even remotely try to break this thing up? I'm like, who are you? Man, I want to be with you. You're not gonna save me? Fuck you. But I assume they're still together. I assume, but damn, Joey Janela, you know how to pick them, huh? Goes from Penelope Ford, a hottie, to Megan Bayne, who looks like the younger version of Beth freaking Phoenix. But anyway, so she's walking down the back, and Lex is trying to get a word with her, and then Megan runs into Thunder Rosa! Yay! She jumps out, is all excited, like, hey, wait, welcome to AEW! It's like, how you doing better? Megan's like, I'm out of here, I don't want to talk to you. And then she starts walking off and says, yay, another salty woman. And then she's all excited to be back in her home state of Texas. I'm excited for some Texas hospitality. By the way, she's from San Antonio. And she, Thunder Rosa, Melanie Cervantes, I think her name is I think it's Melanie or Melissa. I think it's Melanie. Mel Cervantes, that's her real name, by the way. She's got an amazing booty. Not so much body-wise, but booty. I mean, she took a picture in 33-degree weather in like a bikini. I think she had the bottom bikini on, and she had like a coat over her boobies. And she's like, "Oh, it's 33 degrees. How do I do this?" But yeah, I believe she's married. She's going out. She has a boyfriend or a husband. Lucky guy, dude. But I digress. So she's gonna kick some butt later on, and then we find out that Megan Bayne will be taking on Thunder Rosa later on in the program during the death slot. And we move on. Alright, we go to break. We come back with the halftime Harley show, or concert. So we have the lovely Harley Cameron, my girl Danny L, in the ring with her guitar. There's another guitar on the side. And then she has a backpack with the Mercedes Moné doll in the back. That's hilarious. So Harley didn't come alone. She welcomes Mercedes, the puppet Mercedes, to the concert. Oh, Houston! Here's your CEO. Anyway, so she sings a song called the Monet Train over and over and over again until, the actual CEO, the belt collector herself, Mercedes Moné, the Brit Pro Women's Champion, Red Pro, not Brit Pro, Red Pro Women's Champion, the Undisputed Red Pro Women's Champion, the New Japan Strong Women's Champion, and our TBS Champion. She comes out with her music, and then cuts Harley's concert off. So she asks if Harley, are you stupid or you dumb? I always ask that question to my haters. Are you stupid or you're dumb? Don't answer that, because you know the answer. You're both. But I digress. Alright, so Mercedes said, no one came here to see your halftime show. They all bought tickets to see 4 belts Monet. It could be 5 belts by the time we get to March 15th at House of Glory, where Mercedes will face Megan Bayne for the House of Glory women's title. So, we'll see. We shall see what happens with that. Depends on who, if Mercedes is defending any of the belts by the time we get from now until Revolution. Well, we do get the match with Harley and Mercedes for the TBS title at Grand Slam this coming weekend. But we know Mercedes is going to retain there, even though Harley Cameron is from Australia, mate. We got 2 people from Australia fighting in matches. That's Kyle Fletcher and Harley Cameron. So we get that. But anyway, Harley wants to begin her second song of the concert. She says, Mercedes, you got 4 belts, but I have one dream. And if I'm going to be blunt, I think you're a cunning woman. And it's time to feel the wrath. And she says that like 10 times. And the fans are getting into it too. It was great. Harley has gotten really over the last couple weeks. So anyway, Mercedes appears to be getting into it. He's like, yeah, this is great. Feel the wrath. Feel the wrath. She's doing a stupid dance with that. And then she grabs the mic again, tells her to shut up. And then she's like, I get that you're super talented, but let's get real. Does anything real about her? And she's like, oh, real? And she's like looking at her big titties. I think they're real. People say they're fake. I think they're real. It's like so Mercedes makes a comparison between her small titties and Harley's jugs. Why would you do that? Okay. But anyway. She said the puppet on her back could probably wrestle better than Harley. Maybe, maybe not. And Harley, you're not on my level, so you need to get out of my ring right now. So Harley's like, you know what? You're right. I'm new to this. I can only dream about achieving what you have. But I fought so hard to be here, and I'm not gonna stop. I want nothing more than to face you in Australia, my home country, for the TBS title. And kind of praises Mercedes Moné. She's like, you're a game changer, but the most entertaining you've ever been is when I had my hand up my puppet's ass of you. So Mercedes like, you bitch! Tries to, and slaps her right in the mouth. And then Harley screams, feel the wrath! And then hits Mercedes in the jaw with the microphone. Ow. And then knocks her to the outside. And then Mercedes says, if you want a shot at my belt, you're on. But one thing, I can't wait to embarrass you in front of your family and your friends in Brisbane, Australia. And then Mercedes pretty much heads up the ramp as Harley continues to rally the crowd behind her. And that's that. But great segment, 3.25 out of 5 stars. And like I said, Harley Cameron has gone from pretty much just being pretty in QTV to pretty much the best thing on AEW television. Next to Toni Storm, of course. And we get all that. So 3.25 out of 5 stars for that great match. Alright, then we go to Buddy Matthews having a face-to-face sit-down with the Continental Breakfast IHOP Denny's champion, and that's Okada. So he's there with Lexi, and they're waiting for Okada, but he's nowhere to be found. And so Lexi starts the interview, says, and asks Buddy if he wins the belt, what would it mean to you? And then Okada comes in, and he gets his, little microphone on his nice shirt. And then he tells some random stagehand, he's like, can I have a water, please? So the guy goes off, gets a big jug of water. So Buddy, so about to sit down, Buddy pretty much takes his chair and puts it right in front of Okada and starts talking to him. And Lexi's like, oh, I'm gonna get out of here. But Buddy cuts her off, says, I'll cut right to the chase. This is gonna be Australia's best versus Japan's best. And Okada, I know the real you, what the real you is capable of, but you don't know what I'm capable of. And then Okada just throws the chair back, and then he stands up. Then we have a face off. And he's like, "You're a bitch, bitch." And then Buddy goes to hit Okada. Okada's like, "Huh!" He flinks a little bit. Buddy smiles, says, "I'll see you in Brisbane." So he goes to leave, and then the stage crew member who went to get Okada's water comes in with a big jug of water, gives it to Okada, who just throws it at the wall, and then kicks the chair. He's like, "Fuck! That was a perfectly good bottle of water there, Okada. You just wasted $250. But he's got so much money, you don't even give 2 fucks. Alright, so I gave that segment with Buddy and Okada 2.5 out of 5 stars. And I can't wait for that match. It's going to be a slobber knocker at Grand Slam. I think Okada will retain. I would love for Buddy Matthews to win the belt and then bring it home to Mommy Rhea Ripley, but I don't think he will. I think Okada will retain, and then he'll have his showdown with Kenny at All In, where Kenny will win the Continental Breakfast title. Not that he needs it, but we'll see what happens with that. But I think after Kenny gets done with the Don Callis family, his next target is going to be Okada. And we're going to get, I think, the final war to settle the score, and Kenny will beat Okada and become the new AEW Continental Breakfast IHOP Denny's champion. But we'll see what happens with that. We move on. So 3 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to, this match should have been an email. Dustin Rhodes comes out and beats some guy named Izzy James. No, he's not James. Yeah! No, not that James, but anyway. So Dustin basically hits Crossroads, then a Final Reckoning, and he wins in 28 seconds. What a waste of time this thing was. So I gave it a dud, 0. So he gets the win, and then he goes on the mic, which should have been the whole thing. We didn't need him in a ridiculously 30-second match with some guy named Izzy James who gets his $500 and he's out of here. So Dustin gets on the mic, addresses MJF, calls him the devil, but he's not the devil. As Dustin said on Dynamite, I've been to hell, looked the devil in his eye, kicked his teeth straight down his throat. You know, with his whole alcohol problems, but now he's clean and sober for a very long time. That's good. So he says, I ripped, teared, and clawed my way out of hell because I am a survivor. I'm the last of my kind. Max, you're just sitting home, and wanting to remember. And it's like I want you to remember something. Everything in your mind that you could think of doing has already been done. He's like 5 decades, blood, sweat, and tears, and passion. Something that you don't have, Max. And I'm still here. And he says, next week on Dynamite, I will drag your ass to hell. And Max, you will meet the actual devil. But the question I have is this. Do you think anyone will remember you when you pretty much leave the industry? It says, because if they don't, others will damn sure remember the name of Dustin Rhodes, bitch. So we'll see what happens to that, Dustin Rhodes and MJF, this Wednesday night on the program. I think Max is going to win by chicanery, but we'll see. That's that. Alright. Break. Sponsored by Rockstar Punched. Keeps you up at night. That's what she said. No, I don't use it to wake myself up and, you know, get the business done with Rosa, but let me move on. But yeah. Grab yourself one, too, at your local store, or you can get it off Amazon if there's a sale. But if not, if there's not a sale, get it anyway. This is the good shit. This is good shit. I love this. You can get this flavor, you get the originals, which taste not that great, but get this one, Rockstar Punch, Fruit Punch, or you get Watermelon, which is great. I think there's other flavors, but I can't find them either. I think there was a cola flavor. There's an orange one, I think. I think there was an orange one. Because when I went to Rockstar Energy Mayhem Fest, they had a tent where Jericho was when he was with Fozzy, and I met Jericho. Great guy, by the way. I asked him about Cena. He says, "Hey, can you come back and beat the fuck out of Cena so we don't have to hear from him anymore?" He's like, "We'll try, you know." But he's a great guy. Jericho, I am a Jericho-holic. My name is Peter Joseph, and I am a Jericho-holic. So. We get that. We move on. Alright, so Buddy Matthews going after Okada for the Continental Breakfast title. And then Dustin Rhodes beats the guy in 28 seconds and tells Max, I'm going to beat your ass this Wednesday night on the program. Bitch. And that's pretty much it. Moving on. Alright, then we go backstage where Claudio, William Utah, and the bastard Pac, the AEW Trios champs, say it's been a while since anyone stepped up to them and wanted to fight them for the Trios titles. That's why it's just been pretty much non-existent, like the Ring of Honor Trios titles. And then Pac says, we are the elite of the elite. Oh, I think Nick and Matthew Jackson heard that. That's not going to be fun. There, Pac, should have kept your mouth shut. And he says, we will make an example out of the Undisputed Kingdom. And then Claudio says, this is something actually worth our time. And then they leave, and William Yuta has his head down, and he picks up his and then his hair goes up. He's like, and he smiles he smiles wickedly, flicks his hair like, oh, you're so scary, William Yuta. Ooh. William Yuta's the type of guy that gets cast in a horror movie as a villain, and he's not scary. He doesn't kill anybody. He just stays there. He tries to kill people. William Yuta's the type of guy that will try to team up with Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers and do nothing. Or Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger will kill him. William Yuta's the type of guy that gets in the elevator and presses every fucking button. That's the type of guy he is. But I digress. Moving on. Alright, so we see what happens this Wednesday night for the AEW Trios titles. So we got Pac, Claudio, and William Yuta taking on Adam Cole, baby, Kyle O'Reilly, Auto Parts, and Roddy! And we get that. I hope we get a title change. And Adam Cole, baby, and Roddy and Kyle get those tag team belts. Well, six-man tag team belts, trios titles, whatever you want to call them. And we move on. Alright, so I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Moving on. Then we go to the death slot. We get the Thunder Rosa! Yay! In her hometown, taking on Penelope Ford. Thunder Rosa comes out. Nice little pink outfit. Look great. Comes out with Toro, which I think he's the Houston Rockets mascot or whoever he is. So she's all hyped up. Then Penelope Ford comes out. They went at it. This was actually a fun women's match. Back and forth they went. Lots of near falls. And then there's one point where Penelope has a handspring back elbow in the corner. And then Penelope goes right up to Thunder Rosa, who's kind of slumped, it's ugh. And then Penelope just goes over to Thunder Rosa. I thought she was gonna legit kiss her. That would've been great. A little HLA. But then Penelope licks the face paint on the side of, licks the face paint off of Thunder Rosa. I was like, ew. Licking paint. That's gonna cause some problems in the cabeza. But it could be worse. You lick paint or you eat chips. Paint chips, that is. But it is what it is. Moving on. So she licks the face. We get a running boot. And then Penelope goes up top with the moonsault. Thunder Rosa rolled out of the way and then goes outside. And then she doesn't even know what the next part of the next spot is. So she kind of I don't know if she was disoriented or what was going on. I was like, what happened? Is this a botch? So she goes in the ring and then basically, I thought she was going to finish Penelope off, but then just dropped to the mat and goes for cover for a near fall. So that was really weird. And then we're going to drop toe hold into the ropes from Penelope. Drop kick to the back. But Thunder Rosa comes back with a prawn hold, whatever that is, for a near fall. A running kick for a near fall. Then they get back up, they trade strikes in the middle of the ring. And then Penelope with a nice Gilmore Kata! Bang! For a near fall. And then Thunder Rosa comes back with a backstabber. Then she hits a package Tijuana bomb. 1, 2, 3, Thunder Rosa gets the win in her home state. Not the home city, not a hometown. So I think she's, like I said, she's from San Antonio, which is a little bit further south. But she gets the win anyway. And all her friends at Mission Pro Wrestling are happy. And that's that. Alright, so I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. So I thought it was actually competitive and pretty good. And that's pretty much it. Alright. 11-minute match, that's it. Then we go to the back. Megan, actually, not go to the back. After the match, Megan Bayne makes her way out in her gear. She has to take off her headdress and everything. And Thunder was like, "Come on, Penta!" Walks in the ring. Megan gets right in the face of Thunder Rosa. But then Penelope Ford attacks Thunder Rosa from behind. And then leaves. And then Megan Bayne picks up Thunder Rosa and hits an F5 and lays her out. So I'm like, is Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford friends? Do they form a union? What's going on here? So, we got all that. And we move on. Alright, then we get footage of Rick O'Shit in Prince Nana's embassy robe. Making an appearance at Defy Wrestling. On their show last night, on Saturday night. Where Ricochet just showed up as he came out to Swerve's theme song. We thought it was Swerve, that it was not. And then later on, Swerve came and tried to get revenge and tried to get the Prince Nana's robe back, but Ricochet was a little bit too fast, and he kept the robe, and he left. So, we'll see what happens. I think we're going to get a third match, some type of stipulation, hardcore match, with Swerve and Ricochet to kind of finish off this feud, or who knows. Excuse me. We get that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then, Lexi Nair's backstage with Bun B, who's good friends with Swerve, and he has a burger restaurant in Houston called, I think it's called Trill Burger, or whatever it's called. So he's there with some guy. We have a bunch of Trill Burgers lined up, I guess with some extra fries and shit. Blah, blah, blah. So Bun B says, "I can't wait for All in Texas in July." And then Rick O'Shit shows up, says, "I know you're close with Swerve. I hate to inform you that all your burgers belong to me now." And then he picks up a Trill Burger, takes a bite, spits it right out, calls it trash. And then the worker's like, "Everybody loves Trill Burgers. What are you talking about?" And then Ricochet grabs him right in front of Bun B. You should have knocked Ricochet out. So he pulls this worker across the table, and then tells Mr. Bun B to say thanks to Nana for the jacket next time you see him. Why can't you just do it yourself there? Why can't you do it yourself there, Mr. Rick O'Shit? But we get that. And that ends the segment. So I gave the segment 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to 33 seconds of the beautiful Mariah May, the AEW Women's Champion. She's in a glamorous exhibition match against Shay Carmichael, little indie darling. And pretty much what Dustin did to Izzy James and beat him in 28 seconds, Mariah May comes in, and goes right after Shay Carmichael, beating her up, then picks her up, hits Mayday. 1, 2, 3. So Anna Jay gets the win in 33 seconds. Excuse me. So I did that. So I gave the match a dud, because it was basically a 33-second match. After the match, May pulls out her bag, which she brought to ringside, drapes Shane Carmichael in a black, puts her in a black cloak, like she's Toni Storm, and then smears lipstick all over this, this poor girl. Complete the Toni Storm look, and then Luther, the butler of Toni Storm, he's back. Even though we saw him at the Jericho Cruise. So then Luther has something on a tray from Mariah, and he pulls out the cloth, and it's the bloody shoe that Mariah used to turn on Mariah after Mariah won the AEW title. So Mariah grabs it, takes a swing at Luther, and and she missed. Mariah then goes back to Shay Carmichael, but it's not her. It's Timeless Toni Storm, who grabs Mariah, hits a wicked headbutt, almost knocking herself out. And they go to the outside. Mariah May tries to get out of there, but Toni grabbed her, kicked her in the gut, and tried to hit Storm Zero on top of the steel steps. Mariah escapes, runs into the crowd as Toni and Luther, but actually Toni celebrates on the shoulders of Luther. You lucky guy. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I gave that segment 3.25 out of 5 stars because the match was just 33 seconds, and that's that. Alright, then we hear Tony Baloney says, we got some commotion going on in the back. So we go backstage, and the Murder Machines, Brian Cage and Lance Archer, are beating up random jobbers. And then Mark Davis, who joined the Don Callis family momentarily, maybe just for that one, I thought for that one match against Ocean Spray. But Mark Davis is there, is kind of a little bit hesitant. He's like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? And then Brian Cage says, you need to get your hands dirty if you want to be in the family. So he grabs a TV monitor and throws it at this jobber in the head, mind you. And then Lance Archer comes in and says, everybody dies! And that was it. So they just beat up random dudes, random guys in the back, but when it comes to tag team wrestling, they barely get any wins. They feel like they're all talk. So we get that. So I get a 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Then we go to a main event. Mark Briscoe taking on the Protostar, Kyle Fletcher. Great match there. Back and forth match they went. Kyle tossed Mark into the ring post, head first into the ring post, which busted him wide open. Then they go back and forth, and we get some ground and pound from Kyle, opening up the wound even more. Mark comes back with chops, Kyle with a scoop slam, and then the blood is just gushing out and all over the face of Mark Briscoe. So I don't know if he bladed wrong or what happened there, but he was gushing. Then they strike it out in the ring. Big boot from Kyle. Then they both go down with stereo clotheslines. So a double down. Then they continue the match. We get Kyle grabs the ref after Mark looks for the cutthroat. Cutthroat driver. Kyle grabs the ref. And the ref's trying to get away from him. And Kyle with a low blow as the referee had his back turned. And then we get a teardrop brain buster for a very near fall, as Mark somehow got the arm up. Then Kyle has a half Nelson suplex, brings up Mark Briscoe, hits one more, and then here's the second one, then a third one on Mark Briscoe, who struggles to his feet, but then kind of sells like he's Tomohiro Ishii, slumps back down in the ropes, and to the apron, and Mark Briscoe's on the apron. Kyle climbs the turnbuckles with the table positioned beneath them, but Mark knocks him off, and hits Froggy Bow off the top. Both men crash through the table at ringside, obliterating it. So both men are down. Somehow both men get in the ring. And then Mark hits another Froggy Bow for another near fall. 2.99999999999 Batman 5. As Fletcher kicked out. Mark says so for the cutthroat driver again, the second time. Still can't get it. Knocks Kyle off the top rope instead. And he goes up there himself, trying for a top rope J-Driller. But Kyle blocked it with a running kick. Then a turnbuckle brain buster a la Sami Zayn slash the Conquistadors, Circa El Generico, basically. So Kyle Fletcher gets the win over Mark Briscoe. So he gets his win back from the Continental Breakfast of Champions tournament. And match itself was great. 3.5 out of 5 stars. And we get that. Then after the match, Kyle Fletcher grabs the mic and says, I told you so. And he's like, next week, I will do the same to Will Oceanspray and prove that I am the best bout machine and the aerial assassin. He says, I'm the best bout machine and the aerial assassin are no longer the future. The future is right here with the protostar Kyle Fletcher, who poses on the turnbuckles. And that ends the festivities for AEW Collision, which I thought was a pretty good show. And I gave it my final rating, 7.5 out of 10 stars. Very good show, with good matches, good sequences, and everything else. Alright, so let me know what you guys thought of the show down below in the comments section. And please subscribe, leave your, hit the bell for more, and all that other good shit. Alright, I'm about ready to pass out, so I'm gonna go to bed. And then I gotta get up for work tomorrow, in a couple hours. And then after that, I have to talk to my therapist on the phone because of the weather we had this weekend. The roads and the sidewalks are still a little bit icy, and my therapist, as much as I would love to go to the office, she can't do it because she had double knee surgery, and it happens. So she doesn't want to hurt herself even more, and maybe possibly slip on the ice and hurt herself even more. So I had to respect that. So yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna work, and then after that I'm going to have my phone session with my therapist, and then I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my Monday, and then get ready for Monday Night Raw on Netflix as we're on the road to the Elimination Chamber. We got Bayley and Layla Valkyria. We got Rey Mysterio taking on Logan Paul in Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. I think Bayley and Logan Paul will win that. And then we'll be on the road to Valentine's Day SmackDown, which should be fun. And then we got Grand Slam on tape delay at 10:30 on Saturday. Don't forget taped Collision on Wednesday. I think they're taping it Tuesday. So, we'll see what happens with that. And move on. NXT should be a good show. The go-home show before this coming Saturday's Vengeance Day. I think it's in LA. I don't even know where Vengeance Day is emanating from. I think it's LA. But in any case, we got that. TNA Ring of Honor this week. Should be good stuff. TNA is rolling on until the next event. Sacrifice, which is usually in March or April, like, back in the day. But now it's coming up in, I believe, in March. So we're getting ready for that. And we'll see what happens on TNA and whatever happens on Ring of Honor. Episode number 103, 104. No, 103, I was right. So we got that. So stay tuned for that. I will do the reviews as always this week. And anything else comes your way in the world of professional wrestling, I will be here to talk about it on my Peter Joseph channel, or, well, that's the news channel, so I would do it on my Peter Joseph channel, so stay tuned, and that's that. Speaking of, the last couple of days I did 2 videos about the WWE releases. Isla Dawn, the Good Brothers, got released yesterday, and then Elektra Lopez got released today. So they're really trimming the fat of people that, they just don't want. Hunter doesn't want to work with them anymore. So I hope, all them, Akam and Razor probably go to TNA. Cedric will probably go to AEW to get involved with the Hurt Business, make it a 4-man faction, with 5-man with MVP. No, 4-man, I was right the first time. So make a big 4-man faction with MVP, Shelty Baby, Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley. So I think that would be great. I think Tony Khan will really work with him and maybe make him a TNT champion, but we'll see. And, or he could not go to AEW, go to TNA, and kind of, relive, run it back with Mustafa Ali. That should be great for the X Division. And we'll move on from there. So it should be some good shows this week, and I'll be here for all of them, including episode 61 of the Gilmore Chronicles, my Vengeance Day predictions video, so check that out this coming Saturday, early Saturday. We got that. And, yeah, we'll finish it off. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. I am going to bed, because like I said, I'm about to pass out. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Monday Night Raw on right here on the channel. Or if anything else comes your way, I'll be right here as well to give you the news on my Peter Joseph channel. And that's that. Check out my last 2 videos in the description box. Episode 60 of The Shadows Lair with my Super Bowl predictions for the game, which we already know. Go Eagles. They won 40-22. Winning their second title in the span of about 7 years. So we got that. Gets a little revenge from Super Bowl 56. No, 57, I should say. So the Eagles get revenge on Super Bowl 57. So that's nice. And check out my TNA Ring of Honor review right here on this channel, Killer Demon 669. So go back a video to watch my TNA review. I have a couple of shorts up on my rant, 2 shorts on my rant channel. I did a reaction to the Eagles beating the Chiefs, so I had to tell all the KC fans and Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes and company, and Travis Kelce to go suck a dick, along with Taylor Swift. But that was that. I loved how the New Orleans crowd booed her. It was great. Like, I loved it. But we got that. So check out those shorts on my rant channel. And then also go to my Peter Joseph channel. I also have a couple shorts there too. So thank you all for the views. I gained a few. I got some subs, some new subs from that. So welcome to the party, pal, or everybody who joined in earlier today. Getting us over 700 views. 700 views. 700 subscribers. We're officially at 704 subscribers on my Peter Joseph channel. And yeah, but more to come. Hopefully, more to come later on as we go through 2025. Maybe we'll get to 750 on the Peter Joseph channel. Maybe get to 500 on the Rant channel, and then we'll go from there. But I'm not all about getting a milestone number of subs or anything like that. But it's always nice to know that you do good, and you're branching out a little bit with more content, and more your audience will grow with you, and you get newbies coming in, and hopefully they'll stay. Sometimes they go, but it is what it is. That's the way it works on YouTube, and that's that. So watch all those videos later tomorrow, when you're gonna watch it, and have fun. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you wish, and that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm getting out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, if you're not down with all that, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Have a great rest of your late Sunday night or early Monday morning if you're in the Northeast. If you're on the West Coast, pretty much, I think it's time to go to bed. It's almost 2 o'clock here. 2 o'clock on the West Coast, almost 5 o'clock in the morning here. So, it's been a long night, ladies and gentlemen. I came home early from my Super Bowl party with my friends, because it was getting boring, and I was getting tired. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch the rest of this. I'm gonna watch the rest of this game at my house in Casa del Joseph. So I did that. Rosa went to take a nap, and then after the game pretty much ended, I went to take a nap, and then I got up a few hours ago, did a mini short on my Rant channel about how much the Chiefs suck, and they deserve to get beaten down like a government mule. And that's that. So check that out on my Rant channel, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, final rating for Collision, 7.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you think down below, but be respectful or get blocked. And that's it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm going to bed. And when I wake up, we'll wake up. But until next time, peace! Peace!